Hey there, how's it going? So today I'm going to do a tag that's been making its rounds around the booktube, and that is my philosophy of reading tag. So I saw Carl from Please Read Your Book do this tag, and I'll link him below. Definitely check it out, he's very interesting. And this tag was originally created by Ledken from Reading from the Depths. So there are 4 questions to this video, and let's get started. So the first one is, what is your personal philosophy of reading? Which is a pretty vague question. I think there might be some overlap in the 4 prompts, but we'll do our best. So my philosophy of reading. Well, to me, reading is kind of like drinking water. I think it's just part of being a human. Where there's reading, inevitably you have writing, and historically, I do believe writing is one of the first things that was created by humans in history. The difference between prehistory and history, I do believe, is the invention of writing and telling your story, history being story of humanity. I'm not dissecting the word, I'm just saying that is where the line drawn between prehistory and history is writing, therefore reading. So I do declare that reading is pretty dang significant. That is my philosophy, is that I think everyone should be a reader. I think reading, and by extension writing, and by extension telling stories, is our fabric, and I think it would be extremely dangerous to not be a reader. Whatever that looks like, whether it's 1 book per year, 20 books per year, or like Ollie, 20,000 books per year. I'm joking. But some booktubers, I mean, dang, whatever you want to read, whether it's fiction, nonfiction, pamphlets, history books, street names, whatever. So I guess that's my philosophy of reading, is if you don't got it, get it. Prompt number 2, what did you, wow, I'm doing a bad job at reading right now. When did you first come to think of yourself as a reader? Actually, I first came to think of myself as a reader when I started BookTube. And that is because I think it's very much a thing of, or a byproduct of internet culture, to stick a label on something and be like, you're this specifically. I never thought of myself as a reader, even though I used to read before, because, I don't know, I always thought of myself as like, I'm Celeste, and I enjoy reading, I enjoy movies, I enjoy this, I enjoy that. But I think once I joined the internet as a creator specifically, you find yourself in a position where, I don't know, you use tag words or whatever, or you have to write a description for your channel, and you have to be like, oh, I'm a reader, I'm a this, I'm a that, this video is this amalgam of 2 or 3 words put together. I don't know, I never thought of myself as a reader until book, and then again, I never even thought about it, I think as humans we're really we're multifaceted. I'm not one thing, and B, you're supposed to change in life, like I don't, maybe today I enjoy reading, I love reading, maybe in 20 years I'll read 1 book every year and keep my reading to maps or whatever, I don't know. So when I joined BookTube. The next question is, what are your goals and hopes for your reading life? So I have a few. The biggest one is one I actually started in 2017. I had stumbled upon this art or blog on the internet. I forget her name. I'll link it below. Try to find it and link it. Where her goal, which she had achieved, by the way, on this blog, was to read one book whose author is from every country in the world. And I thought that was such a cool concept. I had started it in 2017, and it was a little bit ongoing in 2020 when I started my first channel. And I stopped it because of a few different reasons. For one, buying random books from around the world is kind of expensive, and B, I was putting too much focus on diversity rather than making sure I actually enjoyed or was going to enjoy the contents of the books, and as such read it and appreciate it. So I put that project on a bit of a hiatus. I would like to get back to it. Like I said, there's still the funds problem, but one thing at a time. We'll get back to it, okay? And actually, Michelle from Michelle's Melancholia is doing I don't know if she's actively doing it, but she has that going on her channel. If you want to check it out, she has a whole spreadsheet and everything. It's very cool. So I would like to achieve that project in my life. I would love to build a significant library or book collection, and yeah, I don't know. I'm also just happy to see where my reading life takes me. And the last prompt is, what is exciting or important in your current reading life? Exciting, I don't know. Important, I will say, more than a natural extension of who we are, I think reading is very punk rock. And I mean that as in, now more than ever, it's important to sharpen, make them razor sharp, your critical thinking skills. I just think, man, if you want to stick it to the man, you should be a reader. Or read books, or at any capacity, honestly. To me, reading books is part of what keeps you free as a human. On a more personal note, being a reader with a vision impairment I actually think it's pretty cool, because it microdoses remembering that you shouldn't let life get in the way of who you are as a person or things you want to do. I just think reading and being a reader is really cool, and some might see it as a little bit nerdy. I think it's super punk rock and very cool to be a reader, and you know what? Maybe we are all just a bunch of nerds. So I'd love to hear your philosophy of reading if you've done the tag. If you haven't, feel free to do it or let me know in the comments. Be sure to like the video and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!